Marriage is one of the most celebrated events in a person's life. You shop for new clothes, jewelry, new furniture for the house, and so much more. Keep watching this video for 5 management tips for married couples. Chat it out. Communication is key to a healthy relationship. The more a couple discusses the nitty-gritty of their lives, the less likely are the chances of trouble brewing. If there's a problem, then nip it in the bud by talking about it on the onset. Once you are done with the honeymoon phase, sit down and talk about your finances, your debts, savings, future plans, etc. Ideally, you should have this talk before the wedding. Learning about a huge debt after the wedding can land a hard blow to the trust pillar of your marriage. If the two of you are completely honest with each other about your financial standing, you'll not only be able to plan your future better, but also your wedding expenses. This discussion would also be a good exercise in learning about the financial habits of your partner. Identify the spendthrift. Look into the future. Set goals. The next step is to set financial goals. Just pooling your money together won't lead you anywhere. If you wish to grow your wealth, then you must focus on making smart investments. Also, if you plan on having children, you need to be all the more careful with your finances. From diapers to schooling, everything costs a tidy sum. Besides your regular expenses, you must be prepared for emergencies. One way to beat emergencies is to plan ahead. Set up an emergency fund, and think about your retirement fund. Don't set very ambitious goals. Set goals that you can meet without having the need to pinch pennies for your regular expenses. This is important for a happy financial future. What about insurance? We have enumerated a list of things you must do to keep your bank balance rosy. But what about your health emergencies? How will you prepare for it? In India, most people consider insurance as an investment and get it only for tax benefits. Or worse, they rely on company-provided cover. But it's absolutely essential to get a comprehensive health insurance plan for both you and your partner. When you buy insurance early and while you're young, you will be able to reap benefits from your policy and pay a relatively lower premium. So it's a win-win. By doing this, you'll be able to spot pitfalls way ahead of time and prepare for it. Another way to think of this is by creating wills and trusts. One of the first things to do after getting married is review and update your beneficiaries on key financial accounts, including your investment accounts, savings accounts, 401k plans, IRAs, and insurance policies, life, health, auto, and homeowners. Your beneficiary designations should ensure that your new spouse inherits these assets should something happen to you. If you have a will, you also need to update it and include your spouse as a beneficiary. Also, if neither of you have written a will, that's something you'll want to do sooner rather than later. Additionally, if either of you are bringing considerable assets into the marriage, it may be a good idea to talk to an estate planning attorney about drafting a will and setting up a living trust to manage your assets. Decide on joint or separate bank accounts. There are both pros and cons to opening a joint bank account or maintaining individual accounts when married. You can even do both. Having a joint account offers a number of benefits. Sharing an account allows each of you to access your money when you need it. In addition, some legal affairs are also streamlined with joint bank accounts. In the event that one of you passes away, the other will retain access to the funds in a joint account without having to refer to a will or go through the legal system to claim the money. Finally, there's a smaller chance of encountering any financial surprises since all money goes into and comes out of one account. One major drawback to sharing a bank account is that it can cause issues in a marriage when spouses aren't communicating about their account activity. A joint account can also be problematic if your relationship ends, since it can be messy to separate funds. While sharing a bank account can simplify your money management system, you may feel a loss of financial independence with a joint bank account. If you're looking to maintain a degree of freedom over your finances, many married couples choose to maintain both joint and separate accounts. This way, you both enjoy the benefits of a joint account while still maintaining the independence of divided finances. Consolidate monthly payments and subscriptions. Maintaining one household is typically less expensive than living separately. If you've combined households, you'll likely be maintaining only one homeowner's or renter's insurance policy. However, make sure the sole policy has enough coverage to protect your combined household goods, especially items that are typically limited, such as jewelry, computer equipment, collectibles, etc. Paying less for housing is only one of the ways you can save. Cell phone providers and car insurers, as well as facilities like gyms, often have better deals when you sign up jointly. You don't need multiple Netflix or Amazon Prime accounts either. If you both have the health insurance coverage, review the plans closely to see if it makes more sense to cancel one of your plans or keep both. You typically have 30 days after your marriage to add your spouse as a dependent without providing evidence of insurability. Ultimately, finances are the bread and butter of anyone's life. Managing your finances well is most definitely the key to happiness, whether you're single or in a relationship. Understanding your partner's money manners and financial situation can undoubtedly be the best thing to happen to any relationship.